Welcome to Envisioned Broadcasting Radio, EB Radio. EB Radio. Your station for empowerment presents Mom Boss Talk Radio, a show that brings real life, real moms, and real experiences to empower mom bosses everywhere to be ambitious, highly driven, fierce, fabulous, and fearless. Mom Boss Talk Radio begins now.
Welcome, mom bosses all over the world. Welcome back to another episode of Mom Boss Talk Radio. And let me just tell you, you have Jerisha today. And if you did not catch the last episode, you definitely want to go back. It is a must listen to episode because we talked about, girl, get up and shake it off. And it was all about reigniting your inner boss mom energy. And so I had guest hosts Megan Fortner and Stephanie Allen on the show. And when I tell you, just so many nuggets of wisdom, so many just wonderful conversations. It was such a great conversation, which lets me know that you're loving the conversations that we're having each and every episode. So today, you all just have me, Jerisha, and I really wanted to share and speak on this whole topic of thriving through, being a mom, and maybe that looks like thriving through, mommyhood, and then the boardrooms, and being an entrepreneur. It's all about unleashing the ultimate mom boss within us. And so, I'm always talking about unleashing your greatness, unleashing, your mom boss. It's all about unleashing that greatness that is within us. Because we know that, being a mom is a full-time job that requires endless, and when I say endless strength, patience, dedication. It requires so much of us, right? And we love it. Like we're giving it willingly. But at the same time, we need to make sure we are unleashing our own, greatness from within. And so, when we're leading within the corporation, the corporate world, just similar to how we're being mom bosses, it requires a unique blend of resilience. It requires leadership. It requires hard work and innovative thinking. And so we are merging these roles, right? We're merging all the hats that we wear. And when we do that, it can seem very intimidating for us. However, this whole idea of unleashing the ultimate mom boss within us, it's not an easy task, right? Because it lies in understanding our strengths and understanding the unique perspective that being a mother provides. And so today, I'm going to highlight at least 3 keys just for today to us really becoming this mom boss, and how we really need to activate our mom bosses every single day. So we're moms and that we activate our mom roles, but I really want to hone in on the boss part of it and how we have to own our greatness. Owning the strength, owning who you are. And so when we talk about that, the first point that I want to share is how we embrace that adaptable leadership. And so we think about this because, when I think about it, we know a mother's intuition often translate into like intuitive leadership. In that rough and craziness of the corporate world, right? And so Sheryl Sandberg actually made she has a quote that says, "In the future, there will be no female leaders. There will just be leaders." And so this is about embracing your capacity to adapt and lead with strength and sensitivity. And when we do that, you develop a leadership style that is compassionate, yet resolute. So it's important for us to embrace the adaptable leadership. It's also important for us to harness the power of time management. Can we say time management, y'all? Time management is it is I think it's something that we all kind of, we strive to improve every single day. We're looking for tools, on how can we better manage our time. And so I'll tell you that motherhood teaches us the value of time like nothing else does. And so we have to be able to utilize those skills in managing our professional responsibilities. And and it's all about good time management skills. So this one for me, it has been one of, I'm going to say, my strengths over the years as being a mom. And then when I stepped into like the mom entrepreneur, the mompreneur kind of role, it has like you have to learn how to manage your time wisely. Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it because it doesn't take but a second for your time to, one, it's not saying that whatever's set in stone is always going to be set in stone. But when I tell you I utilize my schedule, my calendars, my planner, everything, like all tools are being utilized. All tools are being utilized and they're effective. They're effective. They were effective in the corporate world, which translate to personal and vice versa. So they are effective. We just need to utilize them. We need to utilize them. And we have to know that it's possible for us to have, for us to create some sense of balance in our lives by how we manage our time management, right? So we also have to cultivate a strong support network. Now, there is no doubt in my mind that we all know that each and every person in this world, and each and every woman that is listening right now, every successful mom boss needs a reliable support network. Now, whether it's friends, whether it's family, you need to have a support network. You have to have people that's going to surround you, that's going to support you always, at all times. Can I tell you that is the only reason why I am able to function every single day. That's the only reason why, my brand continues to grow. I continue to grow. That is the only reason because of my network of support. That is the only reason why it continues to thrive. And, I have reached the level of success that I have. Now, I know I mentioned I was just going to highlight 3, but, why not continue to go, why not keep going? Because I thought of some other points as well. So I actually think too, in order for us to, really unleash that, the ultimate mom boss within us, it's not about, really perfecting our work-life balance. And so this just made me think about this when I said something about balance. It's not about perfecting the work-life balance. It's about, really understanding the blend of, who we are as women, who we are as bosses, and understanding that it's that this blend, can be and should be fruitful. It should be fulfilling. It should be empowering for us. And so there are some other things that I realize that I actually, do within my own life, business, brand that really helps me to unleash that ultimate, quote unquote, mom boss within. And that is becoming a champion when it comes to delegation. Ooh, that word delegation. Delegate, delegate, delegate. Now, I feel like we really have to master the art of delegation. And it's not an easy task. And I tell you that because when you're used to wearing all of the hats of your business, when you're used to wearing all of the hats, even as moms, we're wearing so many hats. We need to be delegating things even to our children. When they get a certain age, you can delegate chores. Let them be able to, have responsibility, take on some of the chores, and and you may feel some kind of way about that. I'll tell you that is how it has worked in my household. And that's how it will continue to work in my household. But it's all about delegating. So when we think about from our business and brand perspective, we need to recognize how important it is to be able to hand over those tasks. And so whether you have like a virtual assistant that you can hand over tasks and delegate to, or whether you have a, task that you need to be done in your business and you recognize that in order for you to do it, one, you have to learn how to do it. Two, it's going to be so time consuming that you probably should just look at, outsourcing, sending it, getting, contracting it out basically. Um, and I think that that's okay. I think that we have to be willing to give ourselves permission to say, you know what? I recognize that this is not my strong area. So because this is not an area that's strong for me, I'm going to reach out to somebody else to see if, I can pay them to do this. And I get it. I know that when you are, first starting out and trying to grow your business, you feel like you're doing all of that. You're the marketing. You are every part of your business, your marketing, you're putting things on social media, you're the web designer. You are trying to be everything. However, that's impossible. And so a lot of times when we try to do that, we get overwhelmed. So please work on delegating because it's important. It's important for us to delegate each and every day. You know, there is a quote by Ruth Ginsburg that said, "You can't have it all at once." So a woman must recognize and accept her need to rely on a support system, delegating tasks when necessary and preserving her time and energy for endeavors that truly require her attention. So why not delegate? Delegate it, y'all. A couple more points that I'll mention, and then I'll go ahead and conclude today's show. And just know that the next show, you will have all three of us again. You'll have Stephanie Allen, you'll have Megan Fortner. We will be back and we'll be talking about some amazing topic regarding, mom bosses and everything else. But a couple more points that I wanted to mention, and that is prioritizing, because as a mom boss, it's so important for us to really recognize the power of prioritizing, knowing the priorities. And I think as moms, we recognize that. Sometimes we might struggle with it, but when you are a mom boss and you're trying to do so many things and wearing so many hats, we have to prioritize. I do this each and every day. I utilize tools, and I can't speak on tools enough. I utilize tools to help me do that. I utilize Todoist. I utilize Notion. I'm back to Notion, y'all. I'll have to talk about that at a future episode. But I utilize Notion. I utilize my planner. I utilize everything to really help me prioritize my task. And because when you're juggling so many different things, guess what? We have to know how to prioritize. And so that is what's going to help maintain the harmony within our lives, is prioritizing. The last thing I'll mention is how we have to embrace self-care and development. Now, I think that this is really key for, being a mom boss. We have to embrace self-care and development in each and just every single day. This is not just like a one-time thing. This is an everyday thing. Ariana Huffington said the way to a more productive, more inspired, more joyful life is getting enough sleep. Are you getting enough sleep? And I'm probably going to answer that for you, because I know that I feel like at times I don't get enough sleep, because when you're working and when you're wearing so many hats, a lot of times we will neglect ourselves. And so hopefully today you take this as a reminder that, check yourself. Are you neglecting your sleep? Are you neglecting your health? Are you neglecting your self-care? And if so, do something different. Do something that's gonna be better for yourself. I always say that we know better, we do better. We know better. We need to make sure we're doing better. So I just want to leave you guys with this. I want to leave you mom bosses with this. At the end of the day, it's not about maintaining some kind of perfect balance, but it's really about, merging the two so that we can look at being a mom, being a boss, and there's harmony. We have to always remind ourselves And I really think that Michelle Obama put it, just so greatly when she said, there is no limit to what we as women can accomplish. There is no limit. So unleash the ultimate mom boss within you. Make sure you focus and work on your priorities. Make sure you're delegating and, make sure you're cultivating that strong support network. Make sure you're harnessing the power of time management. Utilize your tools, ladies. Utilize your tools and embrace that adaptable leadership. There's so many things that we can be doing, we should be doing, but I truly hope that today you felt inspired, you felt encouraged, you felt just, like you could just go out there, take on the world, because guess what? You can. Know that you are an amazing mom boss. You are ambitious, highly driven, fierce, fabulous, and fearless. I think you know this, but in case you don't, that is your reminder today. So I thank you for joining the Mom Boss Talk Radio. Make sure you follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. We're everywhere. But if you're wanting to join a community of other mom bosses, follow us or join on Facebook. We have a great community of mom bosses that you definitely want to be connected to. Look for the details in today's show notes. Until next time, y'all, stay safe, be blessed, and keep making moves, because you got this.
Thank you for joining us on Mom Boss Talk Radio. Follow each of the Mom Bosses on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. If you love Mom Boss Radio, visit the website at www.envisionedbroadcasting.com. We'd love for you to subscribe, rate, and give a review on iTunes. Until next time.